threats. She's coming by to kill you. It only shows how fragile was so. How fragile was the soul. She'll kill you. 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 Kill you. Kill you. And she'll never let you go. Though you said goodbye and you told her hit the road. See ya, sayonara. Hey, it's been swell, but I gotta go. I might call you tomorrow. Late at night they tireless, be guileless with violent cry to us in a hostile, futile, infantile, juvenile, suicidal, melancholic way. Who broke in your home at 4 a.m. fucked up on Bud and Valium. Valium, fucked up on Bud and Valium. Bud and Valium, Valium and Bud stood on brewskis out for blood. It's your Psycho X, Psycho X, Psycho X, Psycho X. Every night your phone is ringing. Psycho, Psycho, Psycho X. She's a sack of broken eggs. No one hears you screaming. It only shows it. I'll tell you as the whole. She'll kill you. 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 And she'll never let you go. She'll never ever let you.
Wonderful, wonderful bullshit today. That's what's going on. That's been my day. Let's see. We've got 2 people watching via YouTube, and feel free to hit like, subscribe, and if you're going to vague tweet about me later, be sure that you link the full stream after you, as the kids on Twitch say, clip chimp, because that's going to be some fun times, isn't it? Anyway, so I figured since it's Sunday, the day of Apollon, I'm going to tune my Kruth for a bit. And I just keep getting all these alerts from Catboy Ranch. Like, that's what you're hearing. Well, some of it's Catboy Ranch, some of it's the Scared Awake show that Keffels is working on now. I actually, I'm gonna ask her, like, because we've exchanged a lot of Twitter DMs. I'm gonna ask her because I've got a couple topics that would make great stuff, and I'm wondering if she'd be willing to at least do a writing collab. Really? Is there a way I can mute this without things? Because there's a couple things I wouldn't mind. Look, you. Okay. I say hush. Okay. Is my goddamn tuner on here? I go through periods where I will take off a lot of apps that I haven't used in a while, or sometimes it'll just like hibernate them automatically. And it's been forever since I've tuned my Kruth properly because, well, thankfully I thought to put it away long before the fire. So, oh, that's a fun thing. Let me let's see. Copy image. And no. Okay, no. That won't work. Okay. Oh, I know how to I remember what I did the other day. Okay, save image. Save. And and we open up a thing and oh wait, is this the one, or is that the one from last night? I don't remember because I just like let it use the thing. TUNER. Oh wait, no, tuned. There we go. You know what? I'm okay, no, do that. I don't want to pay $4.99 for a tuner right now. Not right now. Oh, okay, this is messing with my tuner. First, though, open with, choose another app. No. Yes, kitty? More apps. Seriously? Okay, I don't know what the hell this is doing. Okay, I did it the other day, but all right. All right. Close that picture and settings, user settings. User profile, profiles, clips, nitro. Privacy and safety, devices, connections. No, I don't want to delete anything. Okay, app settings. There we go. Appearance, voice and video, notifications. Enable desktop notifications. Taskbar flashing. Okay. Oh wait. Push notifications. Inactive timeout. Community active alert sounds. There we go. Disable all notification sounds. Okay. That might have worked. Anyway. Ooh, we've got 5 viewers right now. And looks like they're all on YouTube. Feel free to hit like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications and whatnot. And you too will be updated about the things with the stuff. And all right, I'm actually really glad that I have this set for viola tuning because I don't go with the suggested tuning of the luthier who made this for me. So for those of you who are newcomers, which I imagine some of you are, I got this with, it wasn't the 2020, or wait, was it in 2020? One year I got the, no, yeah, okay. So it was, it wasn't the the stimulus from 2020. It was my tax rebate. I bought a Welsh Crwth. It's a kind of harp. It's in the class known as Bow de Lyres. There's other regional variations such as the Scandinavian talharpa and um I'm forgetting like what other ones there are. You know what? Let me pull up a couple of YouTube videos real quick. Um, 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 um. What's my eyebrow pencil doing on top of my keyboard? So, Crwth TV. What the hell? Okay. So this is a 19th century Crwth being played. In this for so that's a 19th century Crwth that she's playing there. Let me fiddle around with these things so that we can see some overlay on the chat. Oh, apparently this is only gonna overlay chat that's brand new or something. Okay, so okay, this was, I'm assuming, about 10 minutes ago, because my the clock on my laptop is about 7 to 8 minutes fast. It's closer to 8 minutes fast now, and it had been 7 minutes fast for the longest time. Anyway, so Argyle Dinosaur, my friend Lucifer, comes on and shortly after I did, and says, "Man, I made Joshua listen to the best Sum 41 earlier, and it was amazing. I live a Sum 41 appreciation life. All I tweet is vague tweets about you. You better recognize." Wait, really? I had not. Oh my gosh, Twitter is so stupid lately with deciding what I get to see on stuff. Please load. Um, 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 um. Okay, gonna go back to main here and switch to this tab instead, and I'm gonna look up because apparently I need to just like stop looking at the For You page on Twitter because that's gotten some stuff going on. Anyway, okay. There we go. Oh, just one E. I don't know why I thought it was the. Wait. Oh wait, these aren't tweets about me. What? Oh my gosh, you goofball. My friends are goofballs, but then again, they're friends of mine, so it's a thing. I guess that's a prerequisite. Anyway, okay, Valerie 2 says, "Hi, how are you? I mean, Ruin." Thanks. Since I never asked you if it was okay to give you a nickname. Oh, hi, Rue. I thought that was hi. How are you or something? Okay, oh gosh, this is my day. Argyle Dinosaur replies, completely unrelated. I had a dentist appointment Friday right before work to fix a crown, but they ended up just having to pull the tooth. Ooh. So I got my tooth pulled and then went straight to work. So like Billy Badass now. Did you keep the tooth? I'm still willing to do something with your teeth if you want me to. You should still have my PO box to send me your teeth. If anybody wants me to do stuff with their teeth that have been pulled, um, well, first message me about it because getting random teeth, I'm not opposed to this, but it would be a little bit weird. Um, oh yeah, that's right. I put my PO box on like my um 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 a few social media things. I forget which ones. I but yeah, like my PO box is basically public knowledge at this point. Um, but yeah, if anybody wants to send me their teeth to do stuff with them, like I said, first message me first because while I'm not opposed to getting random teeth to my PO box, it would be a little bit weird, especially because I would have no context on what to do with these. Um, though I guess you could include a note about it, but messaging me first would at least prepare me for the incoming teeth, and we could negotiate like what I could do with them and how, to work out the pay for anything that I would send back to you that you would, hopefully pay me for. If you don't want anything back, I am all about, I would not be opposed to just, being gifted teeth to make into arts or jewelry or whatnot. But let's see. Valerie 2 then says, please recap from the start because I don't know the lore. Are we talking about the Zine and Poppy lore? Because that is some higgledy piggledy that I'll get into in a bit, but I want to tune my truth first because it's been forever. Argyle Dinosaur says, no, not really. Never get on Twitter anymore. Oh, okay. Should start vague tweeting about me. That would be fun. That would be so. Oh, that's right. You read the description. He's the only one who reads the description box. I swear. I swear. Argyle Dinosaur. They're the only one that reads the description box. To like anything like on YouTube. Argyle Dinosaur. Yes, tried to keep that tooth, but then they forgot to give it to me, and it was more crown than tooth. So not heartbroken about it, but still have it. Yes, yes. If you need me to resend you my PO box address, that would be great. Otherwise, well, otherwise you would have it, I guess. But yeah, if you do have it, and know where it is, and I think Twitter DMs are searchable. So have to mail those down to you. You'll probably have to make them into earrings or something because there's oh yeah, that's I mean, it would depend on the state of them. I could do earrings, I could do on a pendant or something, the two of them. Okay. So the recommended tuning that the what's it, the luthier, this was by, oh crap, I'm brain farting. Glenn something. He's in Chicago. I'm gonna check Etsy because that's where I got this from. But yeah, oh yeah, earrings would be great. I had my wisdom. I hope that it stuck in the cushions of my couch. I'm hoping my friend Rev, after I'm able to secure a new apartment. Speaking of, feel free to donate to my Ko-fi. Should be linked in the description box below the video box on all this, and then what? Because the cats and I are still doing the motel life. for a bit because quick recap for anybody who might not be familiar. The cats and I are actively homeless. We were on the streets, technically in a tent, for a little over a year. And then there was a fire a little over 2 weeks ago. So, um, so yeah, there was a fire a little over 2 weeks ago, and we've been in a hotel room since because I can't do that again. I cannot go back. I've been that year and some in a tent was a year and some where I was repeatedly traumatized. People, and I use this term loosely, would repeatedly break in and rob us blind, let the cats out. That's how Murnau died, because Murnau was let out sometime during the summer, and he got into something, and all symptoms point to poisoning. And so since then, I've been afraid to leave Nigel and Phoebe alone. So I ended up getting a stroller for them so that I could take them with me. And then the full size, like the big 6-person tent that we had, which wasn't that big, but it was doable with the litter box and everything. That got caved in at the beginning of December from the snow, and then sometime, then like I said, like first Monday of, or yeah, of like, I think it was the 7th of January. Somebody set a fire on the little one that the homeless outreach program set us up with. Okay, Glenn's early music. That's what his thing is called. Wait, that's Glenn Brown, Braun. Glenn Brown, out in Chicago, or perhaps no longer Chicago. This is saying Strator, United States. Oh, Strator, Illinois. Okay, so my guess is like somewhere in the greater Chicago area. Anyway, oh wow, that is a lot lower price than I paid for mine. Wow. So maybe he's just gotten into a zone, or he's got one or two that he can't sell, because okay, now he's got a standard treble Kruth, which he's got at about $200 right now. And let me show you what actually no, this is, oh yeah. So let me show you what I paid for this one with so it came to a little under 700 after shipping. This my Kruth cost more than my rent did. So Valerie 2 says, really sorry. Oh, about the fire or the year and change of homelessness. Either way, yeah, like just about anything you can donate via Ko-Fi. So ko-fi.com slash Ruadhan, Ruadhan. I've got blog posts on there and photos and everything. So yeah, like go read my story either on your off time, or if you can multitask and listen to me do this while you watch the show or listen to the show, because you'd be reading the the thing. So yeah, like Glenn Brown, he recommends a specific kind of tuning for the alto Kruth, because mine is alto. It's in an alto octave. That's, oh gosh, why am I brain farting on words that I grew up knowing before I knew like what the word phonics meant, like because as I've said many times before, I was in singing classes before I was in kindergarten. My mother, like prepped me for a career in, as a singer, because in her own words, she gave up a mediocre career in the Toledo Metropolitan and Detroit Metropolitan Operatic choruses, because I don't know. I don't know why she gave it up, but she was a Frank Zappa groupie while she was doing it. So or while she gave it up. So where was I going? Oh, right, the tuner. So I use viola tuning For mine, he recommended something. He recommended a different tuning, but it's not. I don't know. I like viola tuning because like much. Lou Reed's got a couple songs. I forget which ones, and I forget if they were Velvet Underground or his solo work, where he calls it ostrich tuning, where like all six of the strings on his guitar are tuned to E, and so I use an alternate tuning for mine, and it's viola tuning. So C, G, D, A, and C and A. So on the two free strings. So and this is my tuning wrench that I thought I lost, but it was in my backpack. Wait. Wait. Hold on, I'm Oh, we've got 7 people watching on YouTube. Feel free to hit like, subscribe, all of that. I am tuning my Kruth before I before I get into any of the stuff I've hoped to cover in tonight's stream. Fiola. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so oh shit. Okay. Okay. No. Oh, crap. Almost. Oh gosh. Okay. So many of these strings are so out of tune. Oh hey, 9 people watching via 8 via YouTube, 1 via Twitter. I will always dead name Twitter. It's the only based dead naming. Um, I'm tuning my crew through real quick before we get into more of the stuff I wanted to cover on tonight's stream. Argyle Dinosaur says to, responds to my little anecdote about how my mother was a mezzo soprano in the operatic chorus before quitting to be a Frank Zappa groupie, and he responds, Frank Zappa, nice. I know you've mentioned that before, but it takes me off guard every time you say what, that my mother was in the opera or that she left the opera to be a Zappa groupie. Because if you think about it, it makes sense. It makes some sense why somebody with a classical music background would be into Frank Zappa, because Zappa, because he's wait, no, that's another thing I'm thinking of. Oh. Oh shit, there was an orchestral performance of Peaches and Regalia? Oh, I gotta hear this. Oh, that she left the opera to be a Zappa groupie. Oh yeah, yeah. But yeah, like when you see stuff like is he the one conducting? I'm looking at, you know, like how my screen the audience. So yeah, I think this was one of the performances he conducted, because he conducted a lot of. Wait, no, that's somebody else conducted. That's okay. But yeah, like there were performances where Frank Zappa conducted orchestral performances of both like his work and well, okay, it was usually his work. Like either it was like classical, it was either classical variations or, you know, what's the revised for low budget symphony? Oh god, wait, revised music. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, Zappa over. That did look like him conducting. Yep, this is one of his compositions. But yeah, Zappa was an eclectic weirdo, and his rock albums were priced like jazz records. That's why like they tended to be a lot more. Even when he was alive, like his albums tend to be priced a little bit higher than most others. Argyle Dinosaur responds, not going to lie, the only thing I know about Zappa is that he named his kids some wild things like Moon Unit. And oh yeah, his eldest daughter is Moon, Moon Unit, you know, full first and middle name, Moon Unit Zappa. His eldest son is Ahmet, Ahmet, and I think I can't remember if Dweezil or Moon Unit is older. I can't remember which one of those two is older. But I know Ahmet's the oldest, and his youngest, and she's about my age now. Is her name is Diva, Diva, which is arguably the most normal name he gave any of his kids. I don't know. Ahmet might be fairly, normal in certain languages, but he speaks none of them. I'm sure he's not. At least he didn't speak them especially fluently, right? Um, the Howard Stern had a great Frank Zappa story about one time Frank Zappa was in the like on the radio with Howard Stern, and like when he was like still mostly like based in like the New York metropolitan area, for his range, before he went syndicated nationally. And maybe this was just after he went syndicated. Shortly after Frank Zappa died, Howard Stern was retelling about this time that Zappa was on his show, and this was like around the time his wife was pregnant. Zappa's no, not Zappa. Stern's wife was pregnant, and he asked, like, what do you think we should name? What do you think we should name the kid? And Zappa says, I'd go with Moldred. And I'm just like, that is, yeah, I can see that. And somebody once asked him, like, don't you think your children are going to have like great hardship in life with these really unusual names? And Frank Zappa responded, I'm going to be honest, I think they're going to have a harder time with the last name Zappa. Oh yeah, Diva's definitely the most normal name out of all of his children for English speakers. Okay, so my A string was way the hell out of tune, and oh right, turning off the Zappa composition might not mess with my tuning too much right now. So So yeah, if this is your first time here, my 7 viewers, 6 from YouTube, 1 from Twitter. Too high my ass. Okay. So yeah, if this is one of your first times here, which I'm kind of expecting based on how things went earlier today, on Tuesdays, I do a radio show, which has been on an extended hiatus due to prolonged homelessness and the fact that the last couple weeks I've tried, I keep finding hiccups in the system. So I think I'll just do the next best thing this coming Tuesday, assuming that we're still in the hotel room, and thus have a reliable connection. So I'm thinking what we're gonna do this Tuesday is I'm just gonna like place some samples from my Bandcamp library. I think that's just what I'm gonna do. Argyle Dinosaur is now's got to get to sleep, and well, yeah, feel free to listen like the next tomorrow morning or something. But yeah, Tuesdays I do a music show. This is a direct descendant from when I was on local radio at WCBN in Ann Arbor, and though my show on that station was on Thursdays, But but yeah, like most Mondays I take the night off for factory at Necto in downtown Ann Arbor. Approximately every other Friday or Saturday, it alternates. I assume I'm at Goth Night at City Club, and if I'm not, I'm here. But if I'm not here on, alternating fortnightly Friday or Saturday, if I'm not here, I'm at City Club, and I may or may not have a club report. Fuck if I know. And any other day of the week, it's whatever. Once I'm situated back in a stable apartment, I plan to resume my Sunday night jigsaw puzzles at my kitchen table. And Argyle Dinosaur has been watching my streams since that was like my only regular stream was Sunday nights at my kitchen table doing jigsaw puzzles. And I think he was one of the first people to start chatting to me while I was doing it. And it just kind of like started as a thing where I would just be doing my jigsaw puzzles largely in silence the whole time. I was inspired in a way by Andy Warhol's like 8 and some hour experimental film called Sleep, which is just a film of a friend of his asleep. And so I was thinking, I love me some Andy Warhol, so I'm going to, just do something like that and just like do a jigsaw puzzle for however long, like until I get bored or until I finish it, whichever one comes first. I'm going to do it on live stream. And and then I kept doing it and people kept watching. And oh, that's right, Valerie has been here for forever. All right, yeah. Well, it's Valerie too, and there's been an extended hiatus, and I don't have the greatest memory for stuff. Yeah, I miss that apartment. The cats really miss that apartment. I loved that apartment, but I got priced out of that apartment. Okay. Yep. And yeah, the other days of the week, um, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and anytime I am here on a Friday or Saturday, I might stream, I might upload a video that I've crafted with, a lot of those are book reviews. A lot of those are little like local history or goth history, little ranty, chatty kind of things, but uploaded rather than streamed. I talk about local history. I talk about the goth and otherwise dark alternative scene. Sometimes I refill my pill pods for the week. and I have cats. I have cats. They are Nigel and Phoebe. They are both black, and they are the most perfect, wonderful kitty cats in the whole wide world. And it's how Nigel knows he can get away with everything. Like, Nigel is freaky smart, too. I am. Wait. God damn it. Listerine mouthwash. Yes, cats are very based. I swear to God. Oh, no. Okay. Ah, crap. Okay. 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 There we go. Ah, crap. Yeah, cats are, and especially Nigel. Nigel is like way smarter than any cat should be. Much like Best X's late cat Bob. Fat Bob was my late ex's, or not my late ex's, my best ex's late cat. So like, I'll sometimes refer to him as my late stepcat. um, and yeah, Bob had this uncanny ability, you know, or at least seems to have this uncanny understanding of the English language, which was kind of creepy at times. Bob also had a monkey. And after I got priced out of the old apartment, I found the monkey. You want to know what I mean when I say I found the monkey? I found the monkey. That cat had a very, very unnatural fondness of. Okay, let's see. We got these things, and wait. Oh, that's right. That's right. I set that one as unlisted because Best X is he's kind of touchy about you know, because his voice is on that, so I have it as unlisted, so I just like play it for friends. um um and you know, because I don't want to go into the studio thing, because anyway, it's a screaming toy monkey, and Bob loved to hump it, like would just hump it with vigor. And the thing is like Bob was, you know, like a fairly like, you know, he was on the larger end of an average size cat, but the monkey, the toy monkey that screamed, it screams. It kind of still screams. I found it when I got priced out of the old apartment, but that monkey is about this big. And Bob was a cat about, you know, shoulder to rump about yay long and toe to shoulder about yay tall. So he was a good sized cat, like trying to like stand awkwardly whilst trying to rub himself off on something about this big that's screaming while he's doing it. Bob wasn't a normal cat. And of course, Nigel's a little deviant himself. He likes to watch. Like, even when it's just me by myself, this cat likes to watch. And he'll start, like, doing the paw biscuits thing while he's watching. Purring. Very loudly. staring very intently. And on the good side, when Worstex and I were together, we're together in the bed, and suddenly Worstex says, "Oh God, that's Nigel, isn't it? He's watching, isn't he?" And I say, "Hold on, you can't hear that? I don't know. I've learned to tune him out at this point," which, you do when you're living in, a studio apartment that, like, it doesn't have a bedroom door. It just has like a little floating wall to separate out the bed from the rest of the apartment. And so I just say, "Yeah, I learned to tune him out. Yeah, that's him. Do you want me to throw a blanket over his head?" And Worstex is like, I don't know. Why don't you know? I can throw a blanket over his head. He'll be back in 5, maybe 10 minutes, but, he'll be gone. We can finish. But then it's like, you're acknowledging him? And I say, "Dude, you're acknowledging him right now. This cat has an uncanny understanding of the English language. So he knows you're talking about him. He knows he is being talked about, and it's probably turning him on a bit." "I don't know." Well, dude, do you want me to throw a blanket over his head?" I don't know. He's so weird. I'm like, I say, dude, why are you offended by this? Like, just think about it, that, like, he is imagining you as an extension of what he wishes he could do, my little creepy pervert. And he says, now you're just mocking me." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to go finish off in the shower, and you enjoy yourself right here having an existential crisis over whether or not you're okay with me throwing a blanket over the head of a cat who's watching and creeping you out about it right now." And yeah, I went to finish myself off in the shower, and my worst ex just sat there like a lump trying to figure out what the hell he was doing with his life. In addition to being watched by a cat who is clearly getting off on this. And he's neutered too. My cat, not the worst ex. The worst ex might be neutered now. Hell if I know. That would be nice. I'm not holding my hopes out, but it would be nice. Kind of funny. All right. I tuned to the 2 middle strings backwards. This is my life now. Wait, now this son of a bitch. Okay. I think I need new strings. I mean, this is going to sound really wonky, but at the very least, I need a new C. Wait. I hate that these are nylon strings. I want gut. Wait. Ah, shit. right, now we're a little flat. There we fucking go. I need a new C string though. So, yeah, if there's any left over from any kind donations to my Ko-Fi page, that would be great. Not only would I be able to at least cover Tuesday at the hotel, but I might even be able to replace my C string because this one it's stupid. It's doing stupid things, and I would like it to not be. And plus, there's the whole matter of nylon v gut, and it's cheaper to replace one string at a time. As lame as that is, but whoa. Somebody sent delicious monies 5 hours ago. Thank you to the person who, it just says someone on my Ko-Fi page. See, I click the notifs and I click the notifs. Yeah, it just says someone. And it was 5 hours ago, so I know it hasn't been somebody who's watching the stream, but let me I know that it doesn't give anybody's personal info on this page. Oh, awesome. Sweet. Okay, that covers Tuesday. All right. Now let's head for Wednesday. Next goal is let's get Wednesday done. That would be nice. Okay. So, we've got the A, and now we've got the freestanding C. How is this one high? How is this one sharp? Now it's flat. Okay. Okay. With each strum, it alternates between sharp and flat rather than going green. So I'm going to assume that it's in tune. And in spite of the fact that my C is kind of wonky, I really hate this bow too. I mean, in addition to the fact that I had to put the frog back on and hold it on with duct tape, and I do believe there is some glue involved, but it's a nylon bow, and that's shit for grip, even with a good rosin. And why am I walking all the way around the That's right. So even with a good rosin, you do not want a nylon bow. You want a horsehair bow. But I understand a nylon bow is easily vegan, but there have to be better vegan bows than this. This is shit. This bow is complete shit, and I am sure Glenn Brown is, he makes excellent instruments, but my rosin got a little melty over the summer. But this I really hope he didn't do this bow, because the nylon bow hairs is just, it's not where it's at. And to be fair, most people do get a better bow than whatever comes with their instrument, I'm sure, especially, his own creations. People get a better bow right away, but I've had this in part because my ADHD will sometimes really upset my priorities right away, because like I'll see something shiny and then I'll just be like, oh, this is new priority. And then I'll forget, oh shit, I have been like wanting a new bow for going on 4 years now. 4 years this May or some shit. So yeah, I need a new C string, and because it's a much larger Kruth, and I'm 4'11", I don't really hold this the way most people do. Oh, this sounds like shit. Yeah, okay. I need a new C string. This is okay. Okay. Hopefully I'll be able to now that I need a new C string and then a new bow in that order. The current bow it's shit, but it's vaguely passable shit. Like I say, vaguely. Anyway. So we've got 7 people in the audience right now, all on YouTube. Feel free to say hello in chat, and I can put away my tuner now on my little chromatic tuner app. Feel free to say hello in chat. People enjoy chatting sometimes anyway. Feel free to hit like, subscribe, bell notifications, and all that happy horse shit. On my show, Tuesdays is a music show. Used to be more of radio style format, but under the extended hiatus that I'm trying to return from in the best way I can right now, what's happening? I've been fiddling around with settings and all that for the last couple of weeks, and I can't get anything to work the way I want it to. So this coming Tuesday, since I now have enough for Tuesday night, I'm going to just play like some sample selections from my Bandcamp library, which it'll be fun. It'll be a fun way to do the music show. If while I'm still like waiting on Section 8 housing to do the thing. Wait. Hold on a second here. Oh, I think that was a Stripe payment. Maybe that's why it's not showing up in my PayPal right now. Hold on. Because I just did, like, that might be why I didn't get a thing about it earlier, because I just added Stripe processing as an option on my Ko-Fi, and let me just I did that last night. I added that last night, just figuring might as well open up my bases some more and all that. Oh hey, that's right. I got this thing set up with Twitch because I'm streaming now. Let me just take a quick look at the thing. I'm not gonna switch to the other thing. Okay, view details. View details. That would be nice. Oh, yep, it was a Stripe payment. So that's going to take a couple of days to post to my my what? That's going to take a couple of days to post to my my account. So, okay. Is this shit for real right now? Hold on. You know what? Oh, Listerine mouthwash is about to pass out too. Oh, well, that's fine. Anytime you you have to come and sit with us and chat a bit and watch a bit, that's totally cool with me. So yeah, we've been going for about an hour now, and okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to is I've got something yeah, I'll look at my Stripe settings later. Um so yeah, it's gonna take a couple of days to post to my account, which that's fine. It happens. Anyway, so so yeah, let's talk about some horse shit that's been going on today. That's oh wait. Let's let me just make sure that all right. So yeah, let's see. We're in private now, and let's cuz yeah, last night I ended the stream looking at some complete horse shit that's been that was going on with uh with these little dipshits who are now trying they're actively lying now about me in specific. I mean, they've been actively lying about a lot of people, but about me in specific now. And and anyway, let's cuz let's cuz this is what was pissing me off last night, and I'm not even asexual. So so let's pick up from here. So Haley keeps claiming she has no sex drive and no attraction, according to the first picture. I would like to enter into evidence exhibits 1, 2, and 3 before we started dating on September 4th. Thoughts? So these were from January 9th of this year. And Noah Flake says that the only part of this I'm even involved in is that she's obsessed with me. I want nothing to do with my abusive ex or her lies. There's no proof of anything. She's just obsessed. I still question why/how an ace person would trick anyone into sex. I don't even have sexual wants or needs, which I addressed last night. Like, I'm not here. Like, I may question the usefulness of the idea of asexuality as a spectrum, just because I don't know, like, I'm older, and the way I see it is like, yeah, a lot of people are super horny when they're young, and the rush of hormones from puberty and all that is very new. But at some point, the whole, like, demisexuality, gray sexuality, because like the definitions seem like, if when you go onto like the Avon forum and stuff, like some of the definitions seem almost interchangeable. But to a point, it just seems like, like, just a more like mature, as in years spent, sexuality that but okay, like, people are going to identify how they will, and I don't have to understand it. I don't have to see how it's useful. I just have to, show them the same, basic courtesies and respect that I would like to have. So, and while I did agree with Poppy when this was like first zeroed in on by her, that this is not a good argument, that um that essay is not about what's it called? Yeah, it's not about attraction or desire or sexual needs, etc., etc. It is about power and control, right? That so this is a bad argument, like, and that's what I said then. That's what I say now. I haven't changed my mind on the fact that this here is a bad argument. Plus, like, when you go on Twitter, there are all sorts of people who both identify as asexual, which, I'm not going to argue with them about it. But they also say that they want sex, that they have a feeling of sex drive, ergo a sort of, like, not necessarily emotional, but I've seen people phrase it as a biological need to have sex. They just don't feel attraction toward any particular person, which I'm like, I don't understand how that's asexual, but okay. And but yeah, like, so this is a bad argument, especially when you consider like the wealth of people who identify as asexual and will and will sort of that, like, they have a very but also, like, they both identify as asexual and then also describe themselves of having a a sense of sexual wants and or needs, right? So this is a bad argument. I said it then, I say it now. That doesn't mean I support any one person over the other, just that that's a bad argument. So anyway, Noah Flake, this was back in August, and now Poppy here is saying that they started dating, which, like I said, like, about a week ago, a little over a week ago now, that I'm not a fan of the idea of dating being a word that replaces, like, the older phrase of going steady, which, like, okay, I understand that like, going steady for people who are polyamorous is going to look differently than exclusively going steady, like being exclusive, right? So but still, it's like, I don't know, but that's me being an old person, right? So anyway, as we see, August 21st, 2023. Noah Flake, I'm not sure of labels there myself, but I'm certainly feeling inspired. Poppy, glad I can inspire. Noah Flake, aka Haley, enough that I passed out after. The room was quite dark anyway. Hard to see a picture either way. Noah Flake, I do have something I took yesterday, though. I have the full. What the hell does this have to do with anything? This is not one of the things that I. Oh, that's right. When I got far back enough in like earlier posts, that because, like, I think I first saw Exhibit 7 that Poppy produced, because she's a okay. Oh, okay. Nipples look fantastic. Okay. She took a pic of her boobage. That's, oh, it happens. The two were already being kind of flirty, but being flirty is not the same as wanting sex with a person. Like it's not the same. Noah Flake, thank you, Poppy. God, you're okay. Little flattered thing. And then another, like, 25-minute voice clip that none of us can hear, but this is supposed to add context somehow, according to Poppy. Okay, Poppy, hey, and if you get yours, we can always use a scene from Requiem for a Dream. Noah Flake. Ooh. 3. I don't want to know what those blocked messages are, but I'll bet you money they add some semblance of context. Anyway, Noah Flake, it's a deal. Again, like more flirty stuff, but still, like this is August 24th, which you look extremely pounceable. We do all sorts of okay. Again, this is August 24th, and Poppy is alleging SA to have happened on December 22nd. So nearly 4 months to the day after these texts were exchanged. Like, and I feel a little bad about saying something about this yesterday, but I'm not sure about anybody's HRT status. Like, I know Haley, as Poppy is also trans, and that, you know, and trans women on HRT, they take both estrogen and an androgen blocker. The androgen blocker, according to many, especially depending on the dose, according to many trans women, the androgen blocker does have a habit of killing someone's sex drive. So, you know, I don't know if anything was going on with Haley's dose of HRT or what, but you know, or if Haley just really didn't want to fuck, but you know, and when you go far back enough to, like, you know, early January, the way you know, in her tweets, the way Poppy describes the alleged SA, it just sounds so gross in context. You know, it really does, you know, look and read like somebody, you know, who is like a defense attorney for, you know, somebody who violently violated somebody on a, you know, and is on the stand, and like there could be like video evidence of this, but you know, the defense attorney is saying, but your body reacted in this physiological way as evidenced on the tape. Clearly this was consensual and you wanted it. And like that's how Poppy sounds in those things that were said earlier this month on her Twitter, and it's just so gross to me in context. And oh, this is funny because I know something about Catboy Ranch that Poppy is being very mum about because, well, my guess is she thinks that this is going to be intimidating somehow, but you know, I know what's going on. So, and everybody who was in Catboy Ranch earlier today knows what's going on with that. So. Leanna Kearns, I don't know who this is. But here we go. If you follow this person, you are actively supporting stalking. Please stop that. And here's an earlier one. You know, as we a member of several online communities, including Vaush and Keffels, named Ruadhan, is actively stalking and trying to find my home, which I am not. All I'm doing is pointing out that on Poppy's GoFundMe, she lists, you know, location as Hamburg, Michigan, which, as I have stated many times in this tab, depending on the traffic conditions, I am in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and Hamburg, Michigan is anywhere from 16 minutes to, in heavier traffic, about half an hour from Ann Arbor. That's all I have ever said. But, you know, that's not the story Poppy wants to sell her little cultists. That's not the story she wants to sell. That doesn't make her look sympathetic. Um, this is what happens when you believe our harassers. No, it's not, because I'm not trying to find your home. I've never tried to find your home. I don't care where the fuck you live. I'll, at least as far as that goes. I mean, other than the fact that you live in the general area that I do, and there is overlap with our IRL acquaintances, and that you have been to Factory Necto, where I have been attending often, like as long as, every time I live in the Ann Arbor area, which, for a few years I didn't. I was in Lansing. But yeah, I've been going there for about 20 years. You know what? Let's actually, like, my Facebook is I changed the password under one of the many prompts that it gives me to change my password, and I but yeah, let's see. This is an old Necto photo from This is an old Necto photo from the first year of Factory Mondays. First year of Factory Mondays, 2004. Look how long I've been a regular there. And I ran into Poppy once there, introduced myself in 2019. Sage Alexis, go fuck yourself. I'm cyber stalking nobody because I'm not trying to find anybody's house. You are an insane little shithead. You're a little lapdog who's been groomed, and that's what's going on. And I feel sorry for you. I really do. But as you can see, I'm stalking no one. In fact, let's look a little bit more at this post that Poppy decides is going to be proof of something or other. Where I say she also lives between 15 and 35 minutes from me, according to her latest public GoFundMe, and depending on reports from Bing Maps traffic satellites. So again, I said, depending on the traffic conditions, Hamburg, Michigan, which she listed on her public GoFundMe, is between 15 and 35 minutes, depending on the traffic, from Ann Arbor. We've literally seen each other at the local club, so that's why I'm invested. I care about my local scene and potential threats. So, this is a woman who is actively lying about people. And now she's sending her little lapdogs. I'm defending no abusers. You're the one who's defending an abuser. We all saw the texts from Noah Flake, didn't we? Didn't we? We all saw the text from Noah Flake, and we all saw, now, you're exhibiting insane obsessive behavior. I spent the first hour of this stream tuning my Kruth, which cost more than my rent that year that I got it. Okay? Like, people tune in. I spent the first hour of this stream tuning my Kruth. This last Tuesday, I played music on stream. Couple of days ago, I'm doing other stuff. I did crochet and we watched Gale videos. Like, you want to like misconstrue everything that I've done over the last week because you don't care, because you don't care about the facts. And the facts is I'm stalking no one. My audience is overwhelmingly local. And if Poppy doesn't want local people to know that she's local to them, then why put her location out there? Because that's what it comes down to, is she got pissy because somebody in the local community is aware of her. That's what happens. I don't care. I don't care about what nine on my streams are titled, you little shit. Come talk to me when bums set your tent on fire and force you into a hotel after they get one of your cats poisoned, okay? I'm not going to be ashamed of myself. In fact, you know, like I'm gonna like stop giving you attention right now because that's clearly what you want. And I'm just gonna go over this, and you're not getting attention from me anymore. And let's see. Cause yeah, let's see, what's hmm. Comments. No, not that one. You don't know what sexual abuse is. All right, have fun. All right. So, yeah, this is an active lie. So, none of this supports anything that this crazy bitch Poppy is saying. I'm not trying to find anybody's home because it's of no concern to me. What's of concern to me is that she is a part of my local community and my audience is overwhelmingly local to me. And this is a malicious, manipulative liar and abuser who has made herself known, and she's burning all the bridges she can, and she really doesn't care who she hurts in the process, as evidenced by this outright lie. This outright lie that, if she doesn't want local people to know that she is local to them, then, stop sharing her location, because that's literally the only reason I've known that she's local to me. I've known it since, like 2020. Like stop referring to, like going to pick people up at the Detroit airport, because that's how people figure out that you're in the Metro Detroit area, isn't it? Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it? Let's see. If anyone is aware of him in any other person's community or discords, please tag them below so that they can read this and remove him. This person has no place being in the online left. Ah, oh, is this? Oh, I know about it because I know about this tagging, like trying to get people actively involved who don't want to be involved. This was the same shit Xander Hall pulled back in November, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Oh, yes, it was. He is hunting me through being the only one in my house that can work. What? No. I literally said nothing of the sort at any point. And I you put your fucking location on your GoFundMe, honey. That's how I know you're local to me. You drop references in your streams and uploads all the time about going to pick up your victims at the Metro Detroit airport. That's how I figured. That's how I thought to look at your PO box address when it was still in your YouTube video descriptions. I've known this since 2020, when I first discovered your channel. He's trying to twist this, calling you out as framing him for doxing, but this isn't doxing. This is an admittance of stalking. Well, first off, I'm not the one who framed it as doxing. I said that this is Soul Bunny, that if I am the one who is stalking and harassing Poppy, then Soul Bunny stalked and harassed, or Keffels stalked and harassed Soul Bunny, because this is Soul Bunny logic, right? Soul Bunny is the one who, went all, oh, I'm really scared because Keffels went on her stream and found that I have my location listed in my own personal GoFundMe, and that my and that my school paper interviewed me and told them like that I live in the area where the school is, and oh, I'm so scared that I'm being doxxed by Keffels. Like, no, that is Soul Bunny logic. That is Soul Bunny logic. Like, that is Soul Bunny definition of doxing, right? Because that's what it is. Because what I did is not stalking and harassing. What I did is not doxing anyone, unless you're Soul Bunny and the person who found, where, like where you personally listed your location publicly was Keffels, right? So again, we see not only is Poppy a liar, but so are her little followers that probably don't even live anywhere near here. Yeah, I don't care to see if they put their location on their Twitter because they're dumb shit. And let's see. And I say you're actively lying about me, and you know it. Your city of residence is listed in your GoFundMe. If that's not doxing, then why not join? Or if that's doxing, why not join forces with Soul Bunny, which is a shady thing because she offered a truce to Lily Orchard, and Lily Orchard is a repeat predator who's been this is all going to the police. Oh, really? What's going to the police? The fact that you are actively lying? Because none of this says I'm trying to find your home. None of this evidence that you crazy bitch, have produced is evidence of what you claim. Yeah, call the police. Go ahead, do it. I dare you. I fucking dare you. I've said on my Ko-Fi that that the police around here are legit more sympathetic to me than the social workers that work with the homeless, and they know who I am. They know that I have been targeted for abuse and terrorism by bums, and so yeah, this is just more shit, in my favor if you go to the Ann Arbor PD. Let's see. Stop being fucking weird and leave this alone. Simple as. Oh my gosh. It's so cute. Like how all of her followers start talking like her eventually too, isn't it? It's just so fucking that's just something, isn't it? And I say, no, she's a manipulative person and she's causing active harm. Now she's attacking a homeless gay man and trying to isolate him because she doesn't like people who knows what she's really like. You're being sold a story. Yes, you're correct about a flip-flopping pretend activist who is a parasite on leftist communities. Oh, really? Is that why I know of like some leftist communities that you're still trying to suck up to, but have in fact been kicked out of because you're trying to drag them into your bullshit. And one of your little buddies decided to abuse their power as a moderator until I got the streamer in question involved. And what are they doing? And what am I doing? And what are you doing? Really? I'm the one who's flip-flopping? I'm the one who's pretending? I'm the one who's a parasite? It's a reason we banned you 3 years ago. Yeah, and yet you refused to describe it. And 3 years ago, I was in a major mental health crisis because everybody was being isolated from everybody. It was 2020, early 2021. We all know what was happening 3 years ago, don't we? So again, you want to pull like this ableist bullshit on me? I'll pull it on you too, bitch. She's not. Yeah, don't put your info card. You being gay on hallway don't make you people will harass you. No, I'm not. I am somebody who cares about his local community, whose community is overwhelmingly local to him. because I'm a part of the local community, I'm active with the local community, I interact with my local community. I haven't scared the local community away, and then like go find prey out of state, right? I don't have to take a plane trip to go get laid by, somebody in the polycule. Do I? No.
Also, no, I have provided detailed screenshots and accounts of everything thus far.
Everything thus far? Everything like how nothing I said lines up with what you claim? It's fun how you just keep digging yourself deeper and deeper. It's fun how like everything you use as evidence is more evidence again, in my favor, isn't it? But your little cultists, they're gonna, keep buying the story you're selling them because, that's that's what you want and that's what you get off on. And again, you're now still tagging people who have stated many times that they want nothing to do with you. But this bitch wants you to think that I'm the one harassing people, that I'm part of this gang of harassers. But she's the one who's still tagging people who have said time and again that they want nothing to do with her. They want nothing to do with her, yet she still tags them. Why? Why is that? Why is that? I wonder. So yeah, she's actively.
Oh, surprise, surprise! Rick said crowd for the boo 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 boo, and then Janderhorse coming over too.
I'm in CBR though. How about that? And yeah, I was in Xanderhall's Discord. I wasn't active in it for most of a year, aside from like the self promo thing.
Not anymore.
Oh yeah. Just like, is this one gloating about how they're part of Xanderhall's Discord? Because that sure seems to be it. Like, how would you know, huh? Oh, poor little dipshits, telling on themselves, isn't it? And no, I don't dick ride gay fish. Unless it's, me pointing out that, like, gay fish has been right, that gay fish has, that, learning about the falling out between Poppy and gay fish was what clued me into what the fuck was going on. And, oh, fuck, this person is so mentally ill. Like, I'm not even going to pay attention to her.
Yeah, now we got fixated after he flipped. He was all on our side until the face fled.
No, all I said was that, that you made some good arguments and, and Haley made some bad arguments. But yeah, the thread where the screens were dropped, that's because Snowflake came with receipts. And you came with receipts that actually made you look worse. But that's what you do. You actively make yourself look worse.
We put this motherfucker and get him banned everywhere. I guess I need to get my weapons back.
Oh, so now this is an active threat. Need to get your weapons back. Okay. Let's see. If someone needs to get her weapons back, then let's see. This is a legit threat of violence, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Let's see. Abuse and harassment. Violent speech, wish of harm, glorification of violence, incitement of violence, coded incitement of violence. Yeah, that works a little bit more. Let's see. This is definitely a violent threat. And submit. And done. So, yep. That is clearly a threat.
I guess I need to get my weapons back.
Oh, little lapdog, you're still watching this. I know you are because you're an obsessed little loser. And I'm not, giving you attention by naming you anymore. But go tell Poppy that that she needs to stop like making open threats about, like legit attacking me with violent, weapons. Like she needs to stop doing that. Bitch keeps telling on herself, don't she? Yes, she do. Oh, yes, she do.
Listen, you are the safety in the world. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, this is bullshit. Okay. Because again, this is a lie, and this here does not say anything like this. That means this is a lie, doesn't it? Yes, it does.
That isn't my city. But go on. Stop trying to find my home.
I'm not trying to find your home. I don't care about your fucking home. All I care about is the fact that you are a dangerously manipulative person who has been, there are testimonials all over the internet about the violent screaming matches you get into with your partner, and I care very much about my local community, and I do not wish to see them harmed by you. In fact, let's go back to because let's go see something that was posted in the Gay Fesh thing earlier. So let's see. Yeah, he's banned me from his Discord for reasons that are complete nonsense because, it all comes back to these dipshits. We had a talk about this about a week ago, and I explained what the hell was going on, and he's taking some out of context bullshit that is from screens literally over a week old, and so yeah, he's taking their stuff over anything, but whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, he's still right about them. So anyway, what he's saying is Rowan used Poppy's social media posts to identify her home city and posted about it, and Poppy calls this doxing. Poppy used Rowan's name to find his Facebook page, which includes far more personally identifying information than simply his city. And let's see if he decides, whatever. And Poppy's GoFundMe is also public. But let's see. Wait. All right, so here's something. So, Puppy from Los Andes, who's somebody whose tweets I've read from before, goes, "What?" Also, second, what did Ruadhan do again apart from suck up to Poppy during the whole True Scum arc? And then there's this, and I respond to them that as far as as for the Poppy Xena True Scum arc, I still think Poppy said some stuff that people missed a nuance on. I still think that. Just because she's a manipulative liar doesn't mean that she's always wrong. And I also agree that the Philosophy Tube video was a mess that doesn't say as much as Abigail Thorne thinks it does, and conflates a lot of things. Again, this is true. I still think this. And I don't think that's sucking up, because I think she had a couple of points anyway. So, and I say I have no fucking idea what else I did. I've said nothing different than what the least contentious PZ critics have said. BPD doesn't excuse shitty behavior. DID doesn't excuse shitty behavior. Insert diagnosis doesn't excuse shitty behavior. But I get excommunicated. And Poppy goes,
If I have my way, you'll be excommunicated from your entire weft for your bizarre, strange talk or behavior. You have no place on my web, and I'm already contacting Necto and several other places as well. Get fucked.
No, you're contacting nobody. In fact, I've contacted Necto. They have no idea who you are or what I'm even talking about when I mention you. So there's that. This is intimidation tactics. This is the work of a manipulative liar whose only goal is to intimidate people into silence. And if she wants to blame her BPD, go right at it, because I tell you, that is doing far more to stigmatize BPD than any of the things that I say about how even professionals find it a contentious diagnosis. Okay? Like, oh, now we've got people on Facebook. Looks like I get to do some stuff. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Go to my music page. Fun times, isn't it? But all right, we've got 5 people watching on YouTube. We've got 1 person watching on Twitter and 1 on Twitch. So as I began, Poppy's a lying sack of shit. Like, there is literally nothing I said here backs up this absolute lie here. And she's trying to say that she's going to get the police involved. I don't care. She's saying that, she's calling the club where I've been a regular for 20 years, and she barely attends, like maybe once every year or so. I last saw her there in 2019. I don't know if she's been back since. Like, before I discovered her YouTube channel, whatever. And, it is what it is. And that's, I was just like making the rounds, introducing myself to people I hadn't seen before, because that's what I do, because I care about my local community. I've been a club and a radio DJ in the greater Metro Detroit Goth and Industrial club scene since. Oh, hey! Wait. Where is I'm not oh, there's Mixed Dizzy. I'm sorry. Your icons are so similar together. I Oh, Mixed Dizzy, hello. What's happening? What's happening is Poppy has decided to knock her deranged lies up a notch, and is now actively lying about me, trying to say that I am stalking her and trying to find out where she lives, when all I have ever done, literally all I have ever done, has been literally all I have ever done is point out that, she lists, the hometown anyway on her GoFundMe, the location of her PO box, which, my PO box is in Ann Arbor, whether I'm living in Ann Arbor or Ypsilanti at any given time, whatever. It's, but it at least gives a suggestion of the county where she's in, where exactly she lives relative to Hamburg, Michigan. I don't give a shit. All I know is that I've seen her at Necto at least once, something stupid because, that where I go around introducing myself to newcomers, or at least people I haven't seen there before, because I've been an active part of my local dark alternative scene for over 20, since like 1998. Like there are people, I've been in and out of this town since I was 17, which was 1998. I've been in and out of this town since I was 17 years old. I've been on my own since I was 17 years old. People here know me, they love me, they know who I am. And I was on local radio for a couple years. I switched to an online radio gig when the WCBN gig ended. I've DJ'd at clubs that don't exist anymore. I DJ at clubs that, will continue to exist long after this nonsense is all forgotten about. And what I can say truthfully, factually, is that what Poppy says here, that I'm actively stalking and trying to find her home, is an outright lie and is not supported by anything that I said here, which was that she lives between 15 and 35 minutes from me, according to her latest public GoFundMe, and depending on the reports from Bing Maps traffic satellites. So, yeah, depending on the traffic satellites, which, this last week have largely been saying that it's about a 16-minute drive. Oh, hey, that's like the first time in a day that it's been a constant, 16-minute drive. But whatever, that's about it. That's all I've known about where she lives, or, her approximate location. And that's all I've cared to know. All I've said is that, Mixed Dizzy says, oh, that's right. This doesn't overlay things after it's already been said. I will say I struggle to know if I should say something, but I've been uncomfortable with you drawing attention to her location. What she's doing is severe. It warrants alerting the local area. You're actively lying in your bizarre claims that I'm trying to dox you. This is completely unhinged behavior, and let's see. There we go. All right. Blocking all sorts of people tonight, aren't we? But yeah, Mix Dizzy continues. But it's important not to give ammo to someone who has done something so allegedly awful. Yeah, the only reason that I bring up her location is just to put out there that this is how I know she's local to me, right? Because I'm sure some people are going to be asking for proof, and like I said, I haven't used any information that she hasn't already put out there herself. That if this is me trying to dox her, then what? Then what about Keffels to Soul Bunny, right? Then if this is doxing, then Keffels doxed Soul Bunny, and we all know that's a lie. So, and and that's really all there is to it, is that this is literally Soul Bunny logic. This is the same logic that was used by Soul Bunny to claim Keffels doxed her. And everybody who knows what they're talking about, who knows what, that whole mess was all about, knows that that's a lie, that Keffels never doxed Soul Bunny. Mixed Dizzy says, Poppy Zane, I know you're hurt, dear. Not even pretend to think I care remotely for what you have to say. I am not okay with what you've done, and I am not on your side. My criticisms are not. This is. Oh yeah, I agree with Mixed Dizzy that this that I think their criticism has been pretty clear, that that they're concerned that I might be giving PZ ammo, and I can see how it can be seen that way, right? But ultimately, I'm just like, I'm not using any information that that Poppy hasn't already put out herself. And again, if that's doxing, then Keffels doxed Soul Bunny, and we all know that that's a lie. Like, anybody who knows about that, situation, and wants to watch the video Keffels did, addressing that, they know that that's a lie. And this is the same logic. This is Poppy's using Soul Bunny logic here. I think I referred to her in one of the Twitter comments that I made as Pop Bunny, but because that's what it comes down to. And is chapping okay. Mixed Dizzy continues. My criticisms are not because I wish to lend you any credence. My criticisms are to remove any credibility you have. I am not comfortable with your location being drawn attention to, but what you did was so severe. Oh yeah. And like I said, I understand what Mixed Dizzy, said there, that this would be giving them ammo, but I just figured, while in the course of reading the receipts from the Poppy and Zaina's victims, I figured I'd come with one of my own, which was that, there is like legit reason for me saying that that Poppy and Zena are local to me, which they are. And and if they want to mischaracterize that, then like I said, the evidence says otherwise. All the most they can say about anything I've said on stream or on Twitter about their location is that I have pointed out that Hamburg, Michigan is approximately a 15 to 30 minute drive, depending on traffic conditions, from Ann Arbor, Michigan. And that Poppy lists her location on her GoFundMe as being in Hamburg, Michigan. That's not trying to find anybody's house. That's not trying to, find out where anybody lives through any sort of nefarious means. That is me saying, she said this on her GoFundMe. And, Michigan is a large bifurcated state. There's the Lower Peninsula, there's the Upper Peninsula off of Wisconsin. And let me You know what? I'm going to pull up a video about why that is while I take a stretch. All right. The Toledo War, when Ohio and Michigan went to war and Wisconsin lost. This is a fun video. I learned about this when I was in like 4th grade. Let me boost that to 1.25 speed real quick.
It was 1835, and it looked like war was on the horizon. A force of more than 1,000 troops had arrived in disputed territory, occupying the largest town in the area, making it the center of defense. The townspeople may have had their own opinions over who the land belonged to, but they knew that their future dependent army could defend their claim. Just to the south, another force had arrived to defend their position over who owned the disputed territory. The forces represented the state of Ohio and the then territory of Michigan. And the land over which they were preparing to go to war was then small town of Toledo. After decades of uncertainty, the state and the territory were now prepared to defend with force of arms their respective positions over where the border between them lay. What has become now called the Toledo War was at its climax and threatening to lead to bloodshed all over a nearly 50-year-old incorrect map. It is history that deserves to be remembered. The issues that would eventually cause the Toledo War have their origins in 1787, when the Congress of the Confederation passed the Northwest Ordinance, creating the Northwest Territory in the land northwest of the Ohio River. The eastern boundary of the territory was the Mississippi River, and its northern border was defined by British Canada and the Great Lakes. The act stipulated that this territory would eventually be divided into no less than 3 and no more than 5 states. The act also defined what the border between what would become Michigan and the states south of it would be, an east and west line drawn through the southerly bend or extreme of Lake Michigan. In 1800, the territory was split for the first time by a line that ran down the center of the lower Michigan Peninsula to the Ohio River. The eastern part was renamed the Territory of Ohio, while the western section was renamed Indiana Territory. The 1787 ordinance required 60,000...
All right, so I'm going to take a quick C&P of this wonderfully educational video. I love the educational videos, so if anybody wants to go watch the rest of that in their spare time or like in a secondary tab in the background while I'm talking here, I'm going to go over Mix Dizzy's full chat thing. Okay, Mix Dizzy says, Poppy, Zaina, I can see you are here. Do not even pretend to think I care remotely what you have to say. I'm not okay with what you have done, and I am not on your side. My criticisms are not because I wish to lend you any credence. My criticisms are to remove any credibility you have. I am not comfortable with your location being drawn attention to, but what you did was so severe that I cannot forgive what you have done. I will acknowledge what grievances you have that are legitimate, but it is to remove your ability to attack your victim further. Yeah, yeah, and as I said, I understand Mix Dizzy's discomfort with, drawing attention to Hamburg, Michigan, but at the same time, I had not heard of that town previous, a couple years ago when Zane and Poppy's PO box was still listed on their thing, but yeah, like Michigan is a large bifurcated state. And if I hadn't heard of Hamburg, Michigan, which is about, right now about a 17-minute drive from me, and I am, okay, so for the sake of argument, I'm about here. Detroit is about here. So, yeah, you can tell I've been in Michigan a while. So, Ann Arbor is about here. Detroit is about here. And I think Hamburg is roughly there. So, Lansing, the state capital, is about there. And I lived in Lansing for a few years. and Grand Rapids, which is another big city in Michigan that people might have heard of, is all the way over here. So it's a big state. Mackinac Island is, I forget where up here. Maybe around here. I don't know. So yeah, as I've said many times before, my audience on my show is overwhelmingly local to the greater Metro Detroit area, and I've got a lot of videos on local history, and I love local history of like everywhere I've lived. So yeah, like, and I understand Mixed Izzy's critique though, but yeah, like any grievance about the attention I may have disproportionately drawn to Poppy's P.O. Box location in Hamburg, Michigan, according to her GoFundMe, is like, you know, that does not line up with the claims that she's making, and people need to understand that. So and as I said, I spent the first hour of tonight's Nigel found his catnip joint. It's a catnip joint. I think I have a couple others here under the big pile of receipts. No, those are coupons, precious coupons for Joanne Fabric. These catnip joints that I got them are funny. Not over there. I don't know, but yes. Hey, sweet boy. I wish he was a fan of being picked up. I love him so much, but and I wish he would let me show him off on stream like Phoebe does sometimes. Hello. Hello. Oh, I love you. Are you my sweet little girl? Are you my... I know, I'm being annoying. I know. Oh, all right. Fly, be free. What? Nigel's just staring at me right now. But, so yeah, you know, like she can go to the police with, you know, like all of her false evidence. I hope you do. I hope you do. I will file a report on false charges because I know how to do that. Go ahead. Go try to go to the club where I've been a regular for most of the last 20 years, and you have not. So, you know, and keep using Soul Bunny logic to claim that I'm somehow trying to dox you when anybody with their head screwed on straight will know that that is false. I've never done anything of the sort, and all of the evidence that Miss Thang wants to, you know, try and say is, you know, supports what she's portraying it as is clearly not. Like this is this is along the lines of that time that she posted the screen from the expanded screen cap from the convo with Gayfesh, and how it actually made her look a bit worse because, you know, because this here is saying that, she's going to make a boundary of, please do not ascribe position to me positions I do not have, as in, like, her boundary is now, attempting to spread to Gayfesh's thoughts and words. Okay, when she has said on stream and in uploaded videos that you are more than welcome to set boundaries with your friends, but your boundaries end when another person's autonomy begins. That, you can set and negotiate boundaries with your friends and with your lovers, but you cannot control another person's behavior. Again, she says all the right things on stream. She says all the right things in uploads, but when it's one-on-one, her boundaries are something that she wants to extend to what you say and think about her. So there's that. And yeah, if you're going to be this level of manipulative liar, I will call it out, especially when you are a manipulative liar who is local to me, who has at least some presence, no matter how small, in my local community, and yeah, so yeah, that's why I'm invested, and yeah, we all know what happened. Yeah, those who know what happened to Poppy, and why there is at least one Discord server where she is no longer a part, because she's trying to get uninvolved people involved, and one of her little lackeys was removed of their mod privs because of Poppy's toxic soul bunny level lies about what I said and did with regards to the knowledge she published on her own location. Again, if I've made an attempt to dox Poppy and Xena, then Keffel's doxed Soul Bunny. That's the level of logic that Poppy is using here. And yeah, I certainly understand the critique from Mixed Dizzy about not wanting to give her ammo. And I intended long before that this is going to be my last stream on this topic for a while, just because I'm getting kind of bored with it. I really didn't want to stream about this tonight, but when I woke up and saw these heinous lies about me on Twitter, and that Poppy was willing to shoot herself in the foot by trying to force involvement of people who don't want to be involved, people who later removed her from a community, from a I'm getting a DMs. Somebody's telling me that Poppy announced to her Discord about 10 minutes ago to go mass report me, and I'm telling them that I'm aware. Oh, so that's where that jump-in audience came from. But Uh, oh wait. Oh, I don't know if like this was all here. Okay. Mixed Dizzy says, anyway, Rowan, unfortunately I need to bounce. Oh, that's fine. I figured you were constructing something, which was the lull in things. Need to bounce, have a statement to put out, and I think need to distance myself. That's understandable. It's been hard to balance everything. Someone in your area got badly hurt. That makes your anger warranted. But while Poppy may have put this info out, I feel like for the sake of the victim, it's necessary that I can. Yeah, I understand that. Starry, take care of your local community. Your care for your local community is admirable. I wish you well in keeping them safe. Oh yeah. I just, like I said, my audience is overwhelmingly local. There are reasons for this, such as being a DJ long time in this area. So yeah, there's that. And but yeah, when people are going to be saying heinous lies about me, I'm gonna respond to it, and asking that I not is, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, I understand Mixed Dizzy's critique, and I will reach out to them later about something else, like, because I didn't want to stream about Poppy because I find the whole topic getting depressing and tedious. But at the same time, my audience is overwhelmingly local, and I take pride in that. I love local history. I've been a part of the local scene since 1998. I've been on my own since I was 17 and a part of the local scene since 98. I have contacts all over. I'm very, invested in all of, I'm invested in my local community. And that's why, I decided to, draw some attention to this because, well, unlike myself, Poppy's not as active in the local community as I am. And I have some thoughts on that. Oh, I'm getting all sorts of DMs here. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I've got a number of people DMing me about this right now, which, I appreciate the concern that people have for me. And, while at one time I found the level of dedication that Poppy's followers have. At one time I found it enviable, but now really seeing that this is, a position that she has gained through manipulation of facts and all that, I don't envy that, because if I have to sell my soul to get that kind of dedication from my audience, then I would rather not have it. And as far as I am concerned, that is what I would have to do to stoop to that level of manipulation that Poppy engages in frequently, to keep the followers that she has on her side. She has to manipulate the facts. She has to lie about people. She has to go on her Discord server and explicitly tell her hordes of followers to mass report somebody for doing nothing that she is describing on Twitter, as being what she's describing it as. As I said a few days ago, the last time Mixed Dizzy showed up in the audience, Poppy's receipts, when she throws them out there to add context, it just makes herself look worse. Like, when Gayfesh initially posted his screen of this conversation, it ended with his line here about how he needs a few days to think about this because, her response about how she doesn't care about how, the Yale law article that she shared, would, could be, misused. But instead, she says that, she included all of this to add context because Gayfesh clip chimped. But yeah, like I said before, where Gayfesh ended it, it's like, yeah, it makes Poppy look very stubborn. And if you understand the background story here, that, yes, she looks very stubborn. This stubborn is coming from a place of some semblance of hurt, but, maybe she is misusing those hurt feelings to continue to hurt others, in retaliation. But again, it's not anything that I wouldn't understand or that I would have a hard time understanding. That doesn't mean I agree with it. Again, I think she comes off very stubborn here and, a bit flip with that. I don't care. The point still stands. I'm in the right here, full stop. She's being very flip and all of that. So yeah, where Gayfesh ended this, it was fine. It was fine. It was all that needed to be included. And yeah, she looked a bit flippant. She seemed very stubborn, but again, nothing completely understandable when you've seen, when you'd at least seen how she'd been behaving on Twitter the previous couple of weeks. But then when she included this, as I went over the last time, Mixed Dizzy was in the audience, this really made Poppy look worse. And this is the screen that Poppy posted. It makes her look worse. That, all I am communicating is that the majority of your responses have been negative and critical, in my opinion. I am dealing with very real trauma responses, which, yeah, okay. And having a hard time keeping it together. Well, you're definitely having a hard time keeping it together. I am asking you as my friend to be softer and more supportive because critical isn't working for me. Again, as I said last night and a few nights previous, that being supportive and being critical are not mutually exclusive actions. That maybe being softer in this, in this criticism, to show support, would work. But, again, being supportive and being critical are not mutually exclusive actions. In fact, Poppy has said as much on her streams, hasn't she? Yes, she has. But here, talking to Gayfesh, these are two mutually exclusive things. And, and if you disagree with her in this, you are committing a wrong think. And if you disagree with this now, then you're the bad guy. You're the bad guy who somehow believes Gayfesh without context, which is this, that Poppy included, which, okay.
I am also making a boundary. Please do not ascribe to me positions I do not have.
Oh, like she's doing to me? Like she's been doing to me for like all day? For like the last like 12 hours? What she's been doing to me? 18, whatever, I don't care. Ascribing positions that I do not have based on a perverse reading of what I actually said, based on nothing but her own bruised ego. But okay, like I said, this makes her look worse. This faux apology here at the end makes her look worse.
Lassie, well, I apologize for disturbing you, and I do. I'm sorry for that. I'm not even sure how you got here, but this also feels like tone policing. The validity of my accusations and the support I need from my friends has nothing to do with a disturbing response to one bad argument in an otherwise solid article.
So basically, sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I am going to tell you in my boundary how you are going to think about me and talk to me. I'm going to tell you what to do. That is my boundary. And sorry, not sorry. Again, this added context that Poppy willingly added and posted to her own Twitter actively makes her look worse. So again, tomorrow night's stream, tomorrow is Monday night. I may go out to Necto. I'm seeing mixed things on whether tonight is just a theme or if it's a special event. If it's a special event, I probably don't have. Don't ooh my oh I love the poopy voice. Yeah, she's turned real poop bunny in the last 24 hours, hasn't she? I called her Pop Bunny for a minute there about the about her completely baseless accusations against me and what I'm apparently doing with my time, by and again, I understand Mixed Dizzy's criticisms of the attention I've called to her location, and yeah, my rationale is that Michigan is a large state. It is a large bifurcated state. If we do it this way, we've got the Upper Peninsula here, which this is a wonderful video. And you know what? Let's watch the rest of this. He's got History Guy has oh, I didn't hit like on this. Okay. Yeah, he's got wait, tell me. Really? Okay, well, okay, let's do it this way. Mini player. Okay. The History Guy. All the way there. I know he has like oh wow, 1.31 million subscribers. That is a lot more than the last time I checked. Yeah, so yeah, it's at 1.25 speed. I've linked the I've linked the video in the chat box. Go watch it at regular speed if you want to, but yeah, I love local history, and you know what? If I am going out tomorrow night, to Necto, obviously I won't be doing the stream because I'll be out having fun and enjoying my life and, actually being a part of my local community, which, all evidence points to somebody else kind of not. Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh, you know what? Real quick, I'm going to, I get goddamn Instagram, nonsense on my thing. I get Instagram updates on my browser a lot. Okay, INSTA. Instagram. Share this tab instead. Because I posted the cutest goddamn thing today. Share this tab instead. I posted the cutest goddamn thing to my Instagram reels today. Because a few days ago, I went to the local superstore and oh, I know who that. Yeah. Oh, I've run into her. Oh, that's right. She completely changed her hair from like the first time I met her at Necto to the second time I ran into her at City Club back. Last summer, just before Murnau died. But yeah, let me I posted the cutest goddamn thing to my Instagram reels today. It's about 2 minutes long, but yeah, a few days ago I was at the local superstore, which is Meijer, and I actually I did a video on the history of the super. You know what? I want to finish watching this one, so I'm gonna share that. You know what? Player exists for a reason. Okay. Go back to mini player. Okay, real quick. I'm gonna find my my YouTube video. Okay, so a few years ago, I did a video about the history of the Superstore, and 4 years ago. Okay. So about 4 years ago, I did a video about the history of the Superstore and how it started in Michigan, like the whole concept of a store that is like a discount department store and a grocery store and sporting goods and pet supplies all in one store. Like this started in Michigan. This started in Michigan with a chain called Meijer, and it's a chain that only really exists in Ohio or Michigan mostly, and Ohio and Indiana, and I think my friend Tony in Chicago told me that there's a couple stores in Wisconsin now, which is on the other side of the Illinois border. Don't my Owo says, and a bunny or maybe the devil herself did tell me she doesn't allow people to speak to Xena absent her. Yeah. Those two have a concerningly codependent relationship, which a couple people, I think Mixed Dizzy was one of them who mentioned it. How to open up Insta on PC. I just do it, right? I don't know. It's just on my thing. I just Instagram.com. But yeah, this is what I posted earlier today. A few days ago, I was at the local superstore chain, and I remote control. I got Nigel and Phoebe a remote control mouse, and it's adorable. Never opens it. Oh, I use Edge. I use Microsoft Edge. It's a lot better on a number of levels than Internet Explorer ever was. It's got all the things I like about Juniper System. No, it's not a false equivalency when this is literally the same BS, lie that Soul Bunny pulled against Keffels, and I'll do whatever mocking voices I feel like. It's my stream. My stream, my rules. You want to make your own rules? Get your own stream.
Uh-oh. Oh, we knocked over the whisk broom. Hold on. Oh.
But yeah, don't ooh, my Owo says, never opens on, but yeah, I'm using Microsoft Edge.
There we go.
It's got the features from Firefox that I loved, and it seems a lot more secure on a number of levels, especially, I run Avast as my antivirus, so that helps, and I stay up with the security updates on Microsoft Edge, so, but yeah. I mean, it's not a great remote control mouse, but, the cats love it. The cats love it. Nigel and Phoebe both love it. They were having a blast earlier today. And the day I got it. And, oh shit. Was this, oh, Absinthe of at factory Monday. But speaking about Michigan local stuff, yeah, this is the food stamps program. So MI Bridges, so Michigan Bridges for the Department of Health and Human Services. So healthcare coverage, help pay for medical cost. Okay. Food assistance program, parentheses, FAP. There's a reason I pinned this. Because that is just goddamn hilarious. That is just goddamn hilarious. It's official in Michigan. It's not called SNAP benefits. It's not called food stamps anymore. It is called FAP. You get your Michigan FAP benefits. Yes, Juniper System, I'm very saddened to see you being defense for P and Z. Yeah, that. I mean, like I said, like however many minutes ago, at one time I thought I thought the level of dedication that they have amongst their audience, or like in the truest sense followers, since we saw how much of a boost that their call to go mass report me created. At one time I thought it was enviable, but seeing that it comes with that it happened through lies and manipulation and some really underhanded shit, I feel sorry for them. Because if I'm ever going to like have to stoop to that to get that kind of dedicated audience, I would, it would involve selling my soul, as I said. So, Juniper System, whatever, you are, and I say whatever not to be dismissive of your condition, which is ostensibly DID, identifying as a system, is a thing there. But I say whatever because, to reference like whoever else wants to come here and say the same kinds of things is, I'm not going to stoop to that with my audience. My audience is my audience, and I don't need followers, but I like having an audience. And speaking of dumb shit, I posted to Instagram. This is a legit Grindr DM that I got. Oh my god, did I dox this guy? Dox this guy from Grindr? I mean, he's on Grindr, so he's almost certainly in my local area. But yeah, so I include in my Grindr profile that I'm allergic to latex. But Grindr, if you're unfamiliar, Grindr also has a tagging system where you can include additional info that goes beyond the like something like what is it, like 350 characters or something that you're allowed for your Grindr profile max. I don't remember, but yeah, like I'm going to okay, so I'm gonna open up my Grindr profile. So as you see, I'm 0 feet away from myself. So me, age, online now, 0 feet away from myself, bottom. So my tags, which include femme, condoms only, piercings, safer sex, condoms only, right? I also include in the about me, A2 area, gay femme, smooth uncut, pierced 2-inch micro eggplant, latex allergy, too blind to drive. And so like I include latex allergy alongside condoms only and safer sex. Which, like, huh? Okay. And so we've got, so like, I can understand, wait, okay, this is borking up. So I can understand, if that might confuse somebody, because clearly he went, wait, what? Condoms only, safer sex, latex allergy, what? So he says, latex allergy means raw only? And I say, yeah, eye rolling emoji. That's totes why I also tagged condoms only. I'm just confused on if they make them out of different materials. I thought they were all rubber. And I say, yes, there are literally latex-free condoms. They have been a thing for literally a century. No, I am not exaggerating. So, because I love history and I love local history and LGBTQ history, this is not necessarily a part of LGBTQ history. This is a part of safer sex history and the broader convo on that. And that is that the first condoms, actually, like, you know what? Let me you know what? Let's make this more interesting. So let's see. When were condoms invented? Okay, and Bing is telling me 1855. But this is actually the invention of the rubber condom, and this is so here's a fun thing. The first rubber condoms you see here, vulcanized rubber. These are referring to vulcanized rubber condoms, and that's because if you look in books from about that period, you know, or like little instructional, you know, booklets that would come with your vulcanized rubber condom. Vulcanized rubber is what they make tires out of. Like car tires are made out of vulcanized rubber. So you can imagine what these 1855 condoms. Oh, I forgot. I always forget to do this. So yeah, condoms, the rubber condoms invented in 1855. These were made of vulcanized rubber, which is these, you know, because we see here rubber vulcanization process. The first rubber condom, you know, was produced 11 years later, and these were vulcanized rubber condoms. So, like I said, vulcanized rubber is what they make car tires out of. It's what they make bicycle tires out of. So, you know, it's not necessarily like, you know, like that thick, like a car tire, but it can be like that thick, like a bicycle tire, right? So the first vulcanized rubber condoms were, you know, were very heavy duty rubber. They were made to prevent the spread of syphilis and, you know, a few other things that they knew about at the time. And so, like I said, they were very heavy duty rubber because they're made out of vulcanized rubber. So they were washable and reusable. And and like I said, they were made out of vulcanized rubber. So you didn't have the greatest sensational, you know, experience with these early condoms, with these early rubber condoms. But actually, this is like I said, this is about rubber condoms. This is about rubber condoms. So let's go to Wikipedia. History of condoms. Share this tab instead. I get the hang of this nonsense. And of course, I open up my Grindr profile and busting up. God, 12 new messages. What the shit? God damn it, get a life. I'm barely on Grindr, but you know, this is my life. I can just look at Grindr on the on my little apps menu, and like I get all my I get it all busted up. So antiquity. Whether condoms were used in ancient civilizations is debated by archaeologists and historians. Societies in ancient civilizations of Egypt, Greece, and Rome preferred small families and are known to have practiced a variety of birth control methods. However, these societies viewed birth control as a woman's responsibility. As we see, some things simply have not changed. And the only well-documented contraception methods were female-controlled devices, both possibly effective, such as pessaries, and ineffective, such as amulets. The writings of these societies, okay. The loincloths worn by Egyptian and Greek laborers were very sparse, sometimes consisting of little more than covering the glands of the penis. Records were, okay. So, all right, contraceptives fell out of use in Europe after the decline of the Western Roman Empire in the 5th century. The use of contraceptive pessaries, for example, is not documented again until the 15th century. If condoms were used during the Roman Empire, knowledge of them may have been lost during its decline. In the writings of Muslims and Jews during the Middle Ages, there are some references to attempts at male-controlled contraceptive, including suggestions to cover the penis in tar or soak it in onion juice. Both of those will burn. Both of those will burn. Both of those will burn. I have tiger balmed my back and then forgotten to wash my hands before scratching my nuts, and tar and onion juice is going to burn. That's going to burn. Okay. Some of these writings might describe condom use, but they are oblique, veiled, and vague. Okay. But we do have oh yeah. The first well-documented outbreak of what is known as syphilis occurred 1494, which does suggest that, you know, it was a New World disease because, you know, it was brought back from by Columbus, you know, and his crew amongst French troops. The disease swept across Europe, as Jared Diamond describes it. When syphilis was first definitely recorded in Europe in 1495, its pustules covered the body from head to knees, caused flesh to fall from people's faces, and led to death within a few months. The disease is less frequently fatal today. By 1505, the disease had spread to Asia, and within a few decades had decimated large areas of China. Publication. Okay, so yeah, like early condoms were devised that go back to the 15th century. Were devised to you know, halt the spread of syphilis from sailors, and they were made, okay, in addition to linen, condoms used during the Renaissance were made out of intestines and bladder. So they still make seriously, they still make condoms out of gut, basically. They call them sheepskin, though. That's a really that's a really I guess bowdlerized sort of way to describe it. But yeah, like Trojan still makes a sheepskin line of condoms, but the sheepskin, which are made out of what did he say, intestine and bladder, those are not good at either the spread of the baby virus, nor are they good at at prevention of the spread of HIV. So various condom companies have since the 90s, I want to say, have made non-latex condoms out of what is this? What do they call it? Experience of pleasure, menthol flavor. That's on some of them, because I got a variety box. Let's see, extra long lasting lubricant, reservoir tip. Okay, made from skin feel, a technologically advanced non-latex material which feels so soft and comfortable you'll find it's barely noticeable. What is this? Polypropylene? Oh, polyisoprene. It's polyisoprene. Is what most non-latex condoms are made out of today. So I really didn't want to have a safer sex ed segment on here, but here we are. I'm looking, you know, I go and I show off some of my ridiculous grinder DMs, and I go and show off some of my ridiculous grinder DMs, and here we are. I'm doing a safer sex ed segment about how about the history of condoms and how early condoms developed after bringing back syphilis from the New World. You know, condoms were devised out of linen, sheep intestine, and sheep bladder to to help, um, prevent the further, to prevent the spread of syphilis, both to and from. Obviously, made out of linen and sheep intestine. There's going to be a porosity, so they're not, and they do still make intestine condoms now, though, like I said, Trojan brand calls them sheepskin. And I'm going to you know what? I've got the thing here, so might as well do it this way. Okay, so and do other brands make those? So yeah, they oh yeah, Trojan Natural Lamb. Oh, Adam and Eve has a house brand, apparently. Really? We're gonna wait this long? Adam and Eve's Marathon Condoms 12-pack. $6.99. No, I don't want a free toy. I'm not even gonna buy anything. Wait, $3.98. Okay, what are these made of? Because they're calling a Marathon. Trusted source since 1971. Condoms, lubricated condoms. That's not what they're made of. And at that price, I'm guessing latex. So the guide, no. All right, screw this. Okay, going back to this one. Yeah, the oh, son of a bitch. No! No! I accidentally closed the thing. I accidentally closed it. No. Okay, so, all right, let's reopen that one. Share. And there the thing. And I go back to here to actually turn it on, because Restream is kind of redonkulous in that way, isn't it? So, let's see. Wait, no, not that. That's what I meant to close. And so yeah, let's see. Okay. When were condoms invented? So yeah, the thing, okay. So really? This is a completely different selection of things than what you showed me earlier. So oh, lambskin. Really? You're not going to show me a thing there? Okay. But whoa. So yeah, big brand of the Trojan, I know, their natural lamb is it's made from sheep intestine basically, and maybe some bits of bladder, but it looks here, see all images. What? Okay, switch tab. I keep forgetting how that setting there does a thing. So or damn, that's not what I clicked on. Okay, lambskin or sheepskin condoms. All right, I want to go look at that thing that I saw in the previous. Hats for men. When I search sheepskin condoms, hats for men. That's kind of funny. I don't know. That is so funny. Hats for men. What is a lambskin condom? Old sheep condom. It belonged to a steamboat captain. Oh, that's got to be gross. Okay, this is what I hear. This is what I wanted to see. Oh my gosh, is this an old linen one? Is this an old antique condom made out of linen? History of Sexuality: Condoms Then and Now by Angela Walterman. Oh my gosh, this sounds like a wonderful read. Let us investigate, shall we? Okay, all right, we're sharing here. Right, just caption this for me, really? Okay, I'm gonna be you're gonna be seeing the top of my head for a minute because I'm pressing my face up close. Oh wait, no, I've got the zoom. I've got the zoom lens. All right. Okay, and I think this is one of the linen condoms that the yeah, this looks like it might be a linen condom that the Wikipedia article referenced. Okay, the first condoms were made from the intestine of either a pig or a sheep and were intended for multiple usage. Yeah, that's yeah, some of the earlier ones were, kind of, treated as multi-use, though it uh oh, here we go. Here's one of those vulcanized rubber condoms. Um, George's seamless Paragon sheaths. Um, Directions for use. Yeah, and I've seen one of these in an antique store before, and it was wonderful seeing old vulcanized rubber condoms in an antique store. That was wonderful. I loved it. I wish I had the money for it at the time, because I'm sure I'm never going to see one of these in an antique store, at least not for a long while. But yeah, this is an old vulcanized rubber condom, and as you see, this is very heavy duty rubber. So these were intended to be washed and reused. People tended to use the same lye-based soaps that they would use for, like, dishes and stuff. Like heavily lye-based soaps. So yeah, these vulcanized rubber condoms, though better at preventing pregnancy and sexually transmitted diseases due to their thickness, came with their own set of drawbacks. Yeah, like the fact that they were made of vulcanized rubber. Wait, this is it? This is it? Oh my gosh. That's all you're showing us? Oh my gosh, I wanted to see a linen condom. Are we able to? Linen condoms. This is what a lot of my older streams would be like. I would be I would just be going, stuff I had on, like around me for a time, and I would be going through whatever I had around me at the time, talking about like various stuff I got from the antique stores and all that. So yeah, this is now that I've got a picture-in-picture software kind of thing. Scottish sex tour explores linen condoms and positions like, oh my gosh, 18th century linen and silk condom Etsy. Ah, okay, this looks like it has to be a reproduction. Oil-soaked linen condoms. Okay, yeah, that does look pretty damn ancient. I wouldn't necessarily say. I mean, this is saying Tutankhamun, but yeah, this has to be a reproduction. It has to be, looking at it. I mean, depending on when in the 18th century, and this has to be a reproduction. Only left and 2 in cart, and in 2 carts. 25.50. Oh yeah. If we were asking for color options, then this is not an antique. This is a reproduction. But in this is wonderful. But yeah, the reason that linen and silk condoms are not really manufactured anymore is because, well, one, they're a bit thicker than is comfortable in those areas, and 2, they are not very good at preventing the spread of a number of sexually transmitted diseases, including but not limited to the baby virus. There's that. That's also a reason that that you don't see the sheepskin condoms much anymore is while they are a good latex-free option, and they are mostly effective at preventing the spread of a number of, but not all, STDs. And it's like, and when I say, mostly good, I mean that, like, it's measurably better than doing nothing, right? Like, it's measurably better than doing nothing. So there's that. But yeah, like, they're not good at, because lambskin, like, even our inside bits, like, even the, like, intestine and bladder bits that are used to produce modern sheepskin condoms, it's kind of porous. The human body is a porous thing, except for, like, teeth. Teeth are not incredibly porous, though their enamel can be worn down and become porous. So that's a thing. But yeah, I like the Skin Elite because what is it? Polyisoprene. Yeah, polyisoprene lubricated condoms. And I do like their flavored ones because their flavored ones are in a box is in an assortment box called Cocktail Club. And the reason it's called Cocktail Club is because, well, as it says, full length flavored and fun sensation. That's oh yeah, it they're in the flavors are inspired by popular cocktails such as Passion Daiquiri. Those are in the orange wrappers. Pina Colada. Those are in the silver ones. And Cherry Sunrise. Obviously in the pinkish red ones. So and then there's the Skin Selection box, which I love to get. In fact, in my storage right now is a legit silver platter that I use to, like, have and display. It's like an old silver not a roasting pan, but a serving tray. It's a long serving tray that's silver plated. I want to say 1940s, and I display my condoms on there by my bedside, and I forget what the original selection box had as their fourth one, because 12 original, that's the same as before. 12 elite, 6 elite extra lube, but now it's got the 6 excitation, which I have to admit, this is a new. No, those are the elite extra lube. I'm kind of curious about what this excitation, is gonna feel like, because it's it says it's got stimulating studs with cooling effect and menthol flavor. So they're also kind of flavored, and they're studded, and it says with cooling effects. So they are mildly mentholated on it would have to be on both sides if it's saying cooling effect. So wait, would it be on both? I don't know. We have to test this with science. Or I could just read reviews, but it's more fun to test this with science. And science in my case is going to be calling up the boy thing and saying, "Hey, the new box of condoms came in." So care to bone? I mean, it's a lot cheaper than the other option, which is, going to be taking a plane to Cardiff Airport and calling up my long distance situation and seeing if he wants to bone, cause yeah, that is a thing, and that's why I have a local boy thing, because crap. And that's why I have a local boy thing, because you know, like I love I love my long distance situation, but you know, and he is quite big in that area, but he's not he's not like boning from across the Atlantic big, right? I don't think anybody is that big. Yeah, don't ooh my oboe says yeah. Oh yeah, about the little cultish array of followers that P and Z have. So yeah, it's been a few hours, and I'm kind of tired, but at the same time, I'm kind of excited looking through my box of condoms, and I'm I don't know, um I might see if the boy thing is busy, and if he is, I'll find other ways to test my new condoms for science, not for science, with science, right? Because yeah, that's a thing that happens. But but yeah, yeah, it's been about 3 hours. That's about what my streams tend to do lately, is about 3 hours on average. So yeah. If I'm on tomorrow night, that's because tomorrow at Necto has event pricing, on the cover charge, and I cannot afford that right now. But if I'm not on tomorrow night, it's because Necto is not having event pricing for the cover, and they're just having a fetish theme. So so then what happens um, is next stream is I will definitely have a stream going Tuesday, because I have just barely enough to get me through Tuesday, which it would have been. I'm gonna look at my settings for Stripe payments, and see how long that's going to take me, because I I did not think about that. Like, I had to set up a whole new Stripe account, and I'm not exactly sure why, but I'm not going to open up those relevant emails and stuff to try and figure this all out while I'm on stream, because but yeah. Okay. Yes, we're back up to 7 people in the chat, but whatever, it is what it is. I'm wrapping up. Sorry I couldn't be more entertaining to all of you, because yeah, I'm getting tired with this topic, and yeah, like, the more I think about it, it's like, yeah, Mixed Dizzy's a little bit right, at least, that yeah, this is giving that sad piece of work some ammo, because like we see, like, how her easily influenced followers are to believe whatever framing she wants to give what was said, that anybody who can read will see is not what she's saying I said, because I don't care about where the location of her home is. All I care about is that, based on the info that she has already put out there, I have a way to prove that she is, I'm able to prove that she is local to me. And because Michigan is a big state, I mean, yeah, that's why I pulled up the Bing Maps directions, because Michigan is a large bifurcated state. There's the Lower Peninsula where I'm at. There's the Upper Peninsula off the side of Wisconsin, and there are little rinky-dink towns all over this state that people haven't heard of. So I just wanted to assure people who've been with me for a while, because my audience is overwhelmingly local to me, that I'm not making a mountain out of a molehill over, stupid internet nonsense. So anyway, it is what it is. Tuesday night stream is going to be a music show. I'm going to be playing selections from my Bandcamp collection, my Bandcamp library. That's what they call it. And maybe some stuff from my wish list. Obviously going to be like throwing links to the bands in the chat and all that. And yeah, I'm going to go feed the cats their dinner. It's about 1. No. Actually, they're not bugging me. What the hell? I think they've just gotten used to this schedule of mine with the streaming right now. So yeah, I'm gonna feed the cats their dinner. Phoebe. She did perk up her head when I said dinner. When I said that I'm gonna feed them dinner. Here we go. Okay, this is my jeans from yesterday. Here we've got Nigel. Oh, here we go. Who's my sweet little boy? Who's my precious little boy? Yes, I know. You're my wonderful little boy, aren't you? Who's my gorgeous boy? Who's my gorgeous boy? Who's my... Oh, you are, aren't you? Yes, I love you. Oh, yes. Oh, I love you. I do. Yes. You. I know. Yes. And all the audience loves you too. Yes, they are. Yes, they do. They love you so much. Because you're my baby boy. Aren't you? Phoebe. Really? Okay. Well, Phoebe's sitting up right there. This means it's hi. Hello, Miss Headbutt. Headbutt? There we go. Yes, I love you too. I do. Oh, Nigel. Gonna get your sister? Yes. Yes. Hi. Oh. Yeah, so I'm gonna feed the cats their dinner because they've been very, very sweet kitty cats. Yes, I have. Yes, you have. You've been very sweet babies. You've been sweet little ladies. You've been sweet little lady and gentlemen. Yes, you have. Yes, putting up with all of Papa's bullshit. I know, and we played a video of people playing with the mouse. You play with the mousey. Yes. Oh, real quick. Where did it go? Oh my gosh, I only took one stretch today. I usually try to take a stretch every hour. Cat, what did you do with your toy? I don't know where they hid it. Did I pick it up? Okay, I picked up the remote for it. I threw out the packaging though. Anyway, I was gonna look for their toy mouse, but oh, Trash Panda, sorry, been absent. Still around, haven't forgotten. Oh, that's all right. I may or may not go to Factory at Necto tomorrow, so I'm still waiting to hear back about the cover for tomorrow. Like, is it going to be event pricing for the cover, or is it going to be just like, regular cover? It's just tomorrow night is a fetish theme, because it just says it doesn't say anything about fetish party or anything like that. It just so my guess is, yeah, it just says fetish night. Doors open at 9 p.m. 18 plus with proper government ID. Visit necto.com for VIP info, address and phone number. So usually they're usually really good about hi. Phoebe was tapping me. She was tapping my back too. Oh, Nigel, don't be a brat. You love your sister. They're not litter mates. For anybody who's, watching and unaware, they're not litter mates. They're just both coincidentally about the same age, which is 11. I know. I know. Hi. I know. Are you my sweet little girl? Phoebe. Who's my lady? I love you, Phoebe. Okay. I don't have to be annoying. Well, I do, but I don't have to be annoying in that particular way right now. No. I know. I know. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, there we go. Okay. So yeah, if I'm going out to Necto tomorrow, obviously I won't be on stream. I will be out having fun with my life and being a part of my local community. Oh, hey, hey. Don't be brats. Thank you. Thank you. I know. I know. Oh. Is Nigel in that kind of mood? Oh. Oh. Yes. Oh. You've got it. You've got it. Oh. Yes. Yes. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Nigel was positioned like directly behind. Oh my gosh, he's such a shy boy. He's such a shy boy. I love my shy boy though. But yeah, like I said, anyway, as I said, if I'm not on tomorrow, it's because I'm out at Necto, and because they're having like regular cover charge. What the? All right, god damn it! People gotta stop. People gotta stop messaging me over this stuff and all sorts of other stuff. But anyway. So yeah, I got my kitties, and I'm gonna be making them dinner right now, and then we're probably gonna watch a stupid movie, unless the boy thing is available to bone. That would be nice. That would be nice because I'm really excited about my condoms. I'm really excited about my brand new condoms, including these excitation ones in the skin selection. Because I decided to give a safer sex, a safer sex ed history. And I'm gonna see if I want to like whittle that down to a segment to upload, because that's fun. That's fun. I like doing these little like obscure history bits. And so yeah, like Tuesday when I stream, that's going to be about besides crap and stuff. That's going to be Bandcamp selections from my Bandcamp library, because I think that's just going to be like the easiest way to figure out how I'm doing like a music themed Tuesday night stream for a while anyway. And then Wednesday, hopefully hopefully this completely psychotic person is going to at least let shit rest and stop lying and shit. But unless it's something especially egregious, I think we're just going to go through some local history stuff and maybe some excuse me, and maybe some obscure queer history stuff or whatever. I don't know. Drink plenty of water, take your meds if you need to. Probably do if you're watching my stream. And otherwise, take care of yourselves and have exactly the kind of day you deserve. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. That would be That would be fun. Get some alerts to all of my stuff and nonsense that I do on a regular enough basis to have an overwhelmingly local audience, and it can't just be because I've been around long enough and refused to go away and and my local friends like me. They tell me they like me. So yeah, oh, there's stuff on Hulu that I need to watch. Okay. But yeah, I don't know.